Welcome, everybody. Good evening to another live stream on Custom Screen Printing for the evening. I'm Dwayne, I'm your host, and we're here to do a live stream tonight, a random chat again, on my YouTube channel. Now, today, earlier was very busy. But tonight, hopefully, we'll be more busy tonight. Well, I got one more copier I got to fix, but I can't show you this one. It's too big, it's too heavy. It's an office copier. So I got to work on that one next and fix that one. Hey there, Kristen, I seen you. Are you feeling better now? Hope so. Hope you're feeling better. Be on here. So now I got another copier I got to fix, Crystal. It's a bigger one. It's an office copier I have in my studio. It doesn't want to print, use the toner to print paper. So I got to probably unclog that part with a plastic one too. But we're hoping everybody shows up tonight and more people will show up in here today, and hopefully. Oh, hello, Mr. Mark. Mr. Mark Maniac, how you doing, Mr. Mark? Hi, Mark, how you doing? What's going on there, Mark? You all fishing again in the cold? I know you tell me I never go over your channel. Well, when I see you over there again, I'll go over your channel. But it's too cold to fish right now. Yes or no? Am I right, Mr. Mark? You ain't fishing in this cold, are you? Because you're ice fishing. Right, Mr. Mark? Mark Maniac? I'm Mark. That's right. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. So now you have to have live streams in your house, talking to your friends. All right, so her name's Crystal there, Mark. Can't go live from home. Oh, okay. Hey, Collins. Understandable, Mark. I know. Understandable. Hey, Paul. How you doing? Good evening to you. Hey, John Paul, welcome. Okay, Paul. Have a good sleep there, Paul. Nice seeing you. So, I have a big office copy I use in a medical office. I picked up that like, okay there, Paul. I picked it up 5 years ago, and I bought the toner from someone. The toner's already installed. So now I got to figure out why it ain't pushing the toner through. That's a tough one. So I'm thinking it's something to do with that, with a black container, the smart plastic container goes through. So I'm going to do something about that. So I can see if it's clogged in. So what it is that Happy New Year to you, Paul, too. Um, so that's the toughest part. I can't show you the other copy to anybody unless I'm having my camera on my studio. It's a very big office copy. And there's no book with it. It's outdated. It's old. Then the kind of copy I'm talking about is I used to use them in classrooms, school buildings, way back in the '60s time. But the copy still works really well. So I got to work on that one next, and that's the toughest one. I had trouble getting that going the last time, so. So. Hmm. And what it is that I love working with my hands anyway. So I love working on things to fix things that I don't know nothing about, and I get into that area. It's like I do my T-shirts, and when I didn't know anything about them, no, that copy is fine. I got another one. I got one of those big medical copiers in my studio too. You didn't know that, right, Crystal? I do have a big one in my studio, a very large one. It works. It plugs in. It kicks over, but it doesn't print the toner through it. I got another one you didn't know nothing about. I got a large copy. No, not for that one. I'm going to buy one of those what do you call those? Duplexes next. I'm going to buy a duplexer that plugs into the back of the printer that allows you to do front and back copying. No, I'm not going to buy the ink right now. It's going to be on hold. I'm going to buy the duplexer first to put it in the back. Then I'll buy the ink later. No, the ink is not that important right now. I want to get a duplexer for it. It's a little thing, the little small box that you push inside the back of the copier. And once you get that, then you get the ink for it. The ink ain't that very expensive, but I want to buy the duplex. It's cheaper for me to do that yet right now. But after that, it's going to be the ink. It's like 62 for it. The duplex is only like $12 for it. Maybe like 17 altogether. And then the duplexer is in the back, and it's a little small device. It's a little box that you install in the back of the printer, and you put it in there, it installs it in there, and then the ink comes later. And when I get the ink, I'll show everybody how it works. Right now, I want to put that on hold for now, and I'm going to buy the other thing for the printer. But I'm going to look at that copier where it has all the toner in it. There might be a clog somewhere. I think I know. I think I know where the clog is located, so I'll try to unclog that one. So Amazon sells the ink. So I don't have to worry about that part. So the ink is all dry. The ink's all used in that copier I got now, the small one. So I gotta get new ink. So once I get it, you all know about it. But so I just want to do that. The big office copy is about that big, huge. The office copy is huge. Yeah, I buy all my stuff at Amazon. That's why I'm going to buy the ink too. Yeah, Amazon has everything. Just that copy that I got now, I fixed. It's an XP copy, XP printer. But it used to have software with it, but it doesn't anymore. And unfortunately, it's no big deal because because that will still copy documents once the ink is installed in the printer and everything. I got it installed in my big computer here, so I have it in there already installed. So it's not a big deal. Um, this is how the ink right now. I'll get the ink when I'm ready. But this big ass copy has tone in it already, a bunch of it, and I'm going to be doing that. So you see one of those big copies that are in the doctor's office, right? And you remember those big copies they used to use in the schools at MITA 12 DC 1255 used to use in the schools. The teachers used to use those to copy forms for the kids for their tests and stuff, or their report cards, or whatever. That's what I have right now in my studio. I have one of those, a yellow one. It's very old, but it works awesome. It still works good. Nothing wrong with the copier itself. It's just not printing the toner through the copier. So there might be a clog in there somewhere. I think I know where too. Hey Beverly, welcome to the stream. Nice seeing you here. So it's a matter of time that I figure that out. Now I have that big one working. So I like fixing things. You know, I like to fix things, and I enjoy fixing things. This old copy I do not have any owner's manual with it. Hey Collins, how you doing? Um, it doesn't have any owner's manual with it. It's so old. So it's not an issue. So no cartridges, just toner, black toner. So that's what the whole issue is. And I like to fix things. So they'll that will do like a wonders to have one of those copiers like that working in there, because you can copy big documents and you can copy signs with it and everything. It's like wow, I got to fix that one next. I got to see if it's a clog in there. For this, I can unclog it with a small tool. It's caked in there or something. Could be caked in. So it's a matter of time. Maybe I'll fix that one next. Who knows? Who knows? No? Who knows? It's a matter of time. If I get everything working in the studio, get the big copier working, then you can actually make copies of your logos or something. It's a black and white one anyway. It's not color. It's black and white. Should be good for making the logos on a dark piece of paper. So it'll be interesting. So I'm all about fixing things. I'm a DIY, do-it-yourself projects, and I showed that I fixed one copier already. Now I'm going after another, and also hopefully get back into the ball cap print and do. So no. So we have to. Oh, you like that, huh? Man, I'm telling you, Beverly, one thing I want to tell everybody about that pizza, right? Don't ever buy all-purpose flour from Aldi. Aldi all-purpose flour is horrible. I had to throw it all out because it's so bad. I made another pizza today. It came out real good too. It was good. So everything's okay. Excuse me. Yeah, I made that put that video together last night like 12 midnight. And I was told everybody watched it, so it was pretty good. So everybody enjoyed the video. So yeah, I like doing that once in a while, cooking and everything, but I don't cook too often because I don't really like cooking, like I said on that video. And that night I was tired. That's why I said, "Oh, I didn't want to make this video." Not because I didn't want to make it, because I was tired out and I was exhausted. That's why I said that. Why I said that. That's why I said that. And so everything is okay though. I'm glad everybody watched it. I appreciate everybody watching it. I really do appreciate it. Now I'm happy I fixed that other copy of that small one. It was not hard to fix that one. That was the easy fix because it was said that the cage is all clogged. Oh, you liked it? Did Jeannie watch it? I wonder if Jeanette watched it. Jean, I wonder if she watched it. I don't know if she did or not. I don't know. But don't ever buy any flour or algae. That stuff is nasty. It's no good and nasty. It's terrible. It's real terrible. Terrible. Yeah, it's all right to make pizza, but you know, I don't make a habit of doing that too much because I can, you know, I don't eat pizza all the time. Only once in a while. So what was wrong with you this morning, Crystal? Anyway, what was the problem? Did it go away? Yeah. So what was wrong with you this morning, though? You're feeling better now, right? You're not having that same problem anymore, right? And thanks for that, cheering me out. Oh, that's what it was? Oh, okay. Yeah, it could be that too. Maybe stress is doing it too. Gotta learn to keep yourself calm. That can stress can cause a lot of issues. That's for sure. You gotta keep yourself occupied and keep your mind off your stress problems because that can cause a lot of problems. Glad you're feeling better though. My brother broke his headphones. Huh. Really? Hmm. Must have another wire in here too. Really? Why? What do you mean by that? Really? Seriously? How was it? How was that? How did it happen? Yeah, I'll let you up. You should have linked. Because I'm taking this bike and talk to me. Hold on, Crystal. All right, there you go.
Yeah, I watch these YouTubers called Jolly, and they're from the UK, and they're really cool. And I like watching them. They're great, funny and stuff. They eat food. They do some funny things, right? So I commented on the Merry Christmas and stuff, and that I watched and like whatever, right? Next thing I know, somebody's commenting or something and like talking to me, and it says they're a pastor, and they like go through this whole spiel of God told me to talk to you and he's gonna bless you and this and that, and then at the end of it, in the
Hold
middle
on.
of the spiel of him blessing me, yep.
Cajun, hang on. Here he is, Cajun. How you
Hey
doing, bud?
Cajun. So
Hey, how
after
y'all
this
doing?
long, hey, how you doing? Yeah, I think I almost got scammed, or well, they were trying to scam me. They're not gonna scam me because I'm not stupid, but somebody like tried to on YouTube because this guy said he was a pastor, and I commented on somebody else's YouTube thing, and the person like says they're a pastor and that God told him to talk to me and that he was blessing me and this and that, and then gives me a number to some orphanage in like Jamaica or something, and they want me to give them money. And I says, well, thank you and bless you and whatever. And that's
Hold
all
up
I
a
said.
minute.
And the next thing I know, the person's like, well, God won't forgive your sins if you don't donate to this whatever. And I'm like, yeah, right. God don't work like that. What are you joking? I was like, I'm poor. You should donate to me. I didn't say that, but I'm thinking in my head, like, what are you joking? There's no way you're getting money out of me and giving me a number and they accept some WhatsApp. Like, what are you talking about? I reported them and I took my comments right off that thing and I made it so I wouldn't see any comments from them anymore.
Yeah.
Dang.
I looked. The guy. He's been there for a year. Not even. He just started in 2024. He has nothing on there. He's got 9 followers. It's definitely not an up and up thing. There's something going on with that. There was definitely something wrong with that. Yeah, I thought it was a
Right.
troll too, Beverly. And I said, listen here. God doesn't care about money. What are you joking? He thinks it's evil just like I do because money makes people horrible sometimes.
I had
I
a troll
mean,
back on my panel too, and I just kicked them off.
oh yeah,
Kyle
That'd be
Cripple trying
better.
to come up again. Kids gonna look for it, gonna get it. Kids gonna definitely gonna get it. That's creep.
yeah, yeah.
Kayamunga.
It was crazy.
Yeah, it is crazy.
Yep. And I'm still kind of having my heart issues, but I'm trying to figure it out. I think it is something to do with my hiatal hernia and maybe stress. So,
Still gotta get checked for this in case.
yeah, I'm going to go to the emergency room eventually and see what it is because, like, somebody's like, my mom has AFib. They're like, it sounds like AFib. I'm like, well, I don't really need that.
Right.
How you doing, Wayne?
All right, Cajun, how are you doing?
Oh, I'm limping around, but I'm good.
Hmm. I'm
Missy
looking at
just
a set of headphones.
huh?
I'm looking at a set of headphones for my brother because his headphones come apart. He dropped them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you need to buy
What's up,
like 4
Dave?
pairs of those things. They break all the time.
They got a set of headphones. I think they're about $70, I think, or something like that.
That's all it does is wire for us.
A buddy of mine has some, and it's got a headset in them. Oh man, that's some good headsets.
For $8, that's a deal.
No, $70 or $80.
Oh, holy crap.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's about what. Yeah, I probably have to pay for a good set. I've heard those Beats are pretty much like 100 and something, 200, 300. I don't even know. They're so expensive. I can't even look at them because then my eyes go poorer than I already am. My
Yeah.
eyes can't afford to see that.
Beats by Dr. Dre. That's the only headphones. There's no mic on it.
Oh, really? Um,
Yeah. I mean the ones I've seen over a long time ago. I
yeah,
was like, Beats, and then
yeah.
it only showed the headphone, no microphone.
Huh. Yeah, I've never
It
really
was
looked
just,
at them. Like I said, I heard they were ridiculous price.
it was just for listening.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Listening to
well,
that rap music, that old gangster rap crap. Rap.
probably rap crap. That's funny.
Only one wire to this
Yeah.
headphone. That's it. One wire. Weird.
What kind of music do you listen to? Like, is there like Louisiana kind of bands? Like,
Oh yeah, there's Cajun music. That's
yeah, I
we,
would
we got
figure.
Cajun food down here, Cajun culture, Cajun music. Oh
Ah,
yeah.
that's cool. I bet it's cool.
It's a French area. It's
Mhm.
all French, and we came up from not far from you. Nova Scotia and that
Yeah,
eastern part of Canada, where all the French people were.
yeah, yeah. That's
The
where my
British,
grandma came
the,
from.
the British loaded us on ships and brought us over here and dropped us off, and we thank them. We thank the British now for that.
Where's your
Yeah.
grandmother come from, Crystal?
My grandma came from Canada. I think she was French Canadian Indian
Oh, okay.
because she
My
was full blooded Indian.
my ancestors came from Nova Scotia, from the English and the French part.
Yeah, I went back through all of our genealogy though, because my mom, I don't know, she's not a very reliable person when it comes to memory. So I went back through it myself, and I went with that ancestry thing. And on my mom's side, we go all the way back to England. I went all the way back to like 1300, 1400, and we were in England. So I'm like, okay, maybe everybody was from England back then. Maybe there was nothing but England. How do I know?
No, Italy was there back then.
Yeah,
Italy,
my
France,
Italian don't
all
come
that.
from there. My Italian comes from the father's side, and that came from totally from Italy, and then Massachusetts. But my mom's side, that all goes back to England. My grandfather, who was full blood Irish, my grandma, who was full blood Indian, it all goes back to England, which is weird.
Wayne, they got where I'm from, and my hometown down there. There's a huge families of your last name over there.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah.
Well,
Huh?
I got well. The whole problem with that is, um, they yeah, I have a lot of cousins I don't know, and the original white's name is LeBlanc from Nova Scotia. So
Yeah.
my last name is really in the French part, but so we will call it white in English.
Okay.
Um,
Well, it's Blanc. Yeah.
and then I got cousins I don't know. I got an aunt that knows all about our genealogy on what do I call it. I can't pronounce it.
And where I'm from, the south part of Abbeville down there, that area is known as Mont Blanc. White Hill, and
Oh,
there was
there.
a lot of whites living over there.
Oh,
Not white people, but the family name White.
oh yeah, yeah.
For Mont Blanc. And my dad built a bunch of houses over there. Now, this is back in the 50s, 60s, and 70s. That's when 60s and 70s when I was with him, as a toddler and then, a teenager, building houses.
Hmm. Hmm.
I think the last house we built was in 76.
All right, before my
77.
birthday. Mhm. That's a long time ago.
Yeah.
I was born in '77.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Holy
still-
moly!
Young yet.
I'm about 47, but I guess that's young. I ain't over the hill yet. I figure that's 50. Then I'll be middle aged,
I'm a baby boomer.
right? I guess I'm Generation X.
Yeah.
50 ain't over the hill. What are you talking about, Crystal?
Well, I figure 50 is over the hill, and then you start working your way down, but it's still middle age, right? Because I live at least 100, I figure, so 50 would be half that, so that's middle age.
I just hate the 80s and 90s. Well, I'm hating the 60s part right now. Man, when you healthy and young, they say it comes back on you when you're older, and I'm starting to believe that.
Well, since I'm not healthy and young, hopefully when I'm older, I'm healthy and old. Hopefully I get some smarts and I stop smoking cigarettes, which ain't helping me any.
Hmm.
How many packets right there, Johnny?
Yeah, I'm about ready to not do that stuff anymore. I'm sick of it, and it does not help my heart rate.
What's that?
I got a Christmas present from my daughter,
Yeah.
and it's 4 packs of cigars.
Oh,
She gave it to me. I tore it open. I'm like, I'm like, well, that's good. I couldn't really say anything. There was a lot of wheels turning at the same time in my head, and she was like, I said, I quit over 6 months ago. She was like, oh yeah, man, I was wondering why I didn't see you smoking yesterday and last night and today. I'm like, yeah, I quit smoking. She was like, oh man. So anyway, she said, well, here's your other present. She gave me $20.
oh, that's good. Oh,
So
that's cool.
yeah, cash is good. I put that in the bank and buy some electronic stuff.
Right.
Right.
Hmm.
But I'm gonna
Yeah.
give those cigars to my buddy David Ardoin. He smokes cigars, so I'm gonna give them to him.
Yeah, I was thinking, I'm sure you might have somebody who maybe is a friend that maybe you could give it to. There's usually somebody who smokes one of those and they just puff on them and chew them. They don't really even inhale them. So,
Well, I was inhaling half the time.
I couldn't do that. My brother, when he was younger, me and him used to skip school and he'd have cigars and he tried to get me to try one once and he didn't tell me not to inhale. I was like 6 years old. Man, that was the worst thing I ever did. And I never did that. I got puked and he laughed at me. I'm like, you jerk.
I was thinking, say you turn green.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't want to smoke none of those again.
That's fun.
Yeah, my brother thought it was. He was 11. He thought it was hilarious.
Hmm.
We used to skip school and sit there and he'd smoke cigarettes, not just hang out with him.
You was 6 years old at the time.
Yeah, me and my brother. He was
Yeah.
11, I was 6. We're
Well,
5 years apart.
You in first grade then.
Yep. Yep. I didn't go to school very much as a kid. I really couldn't handle school. Too many people.
Too many people.
Too many people. I was a very quiet kid. TJ
Hey.
Plum says, hey, Wayne.
Hey, Jonathan.
Hey, Jonathan, how you doing?
Oh, also Cajun. Yeah, he said. Yeah. I see something move. I look automatically to the top. But
All right.
yeah.
Johnny Best is in the house. Say hi, Johnny.
Hey y'all,
Oh,
I'm
Hey,
here.
John.
oh. Hello.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you guys too.
Happy New Year to you, too.
Yeah, I forgot to say Happy New Year earlier. I'm not that much on salutations and all that. For holidays like Happy Fourth and
Yeah.
Merry Christmas and stuff. I that's on the back of my mind. I don't, Christmas ain't on my mind. New Year's, and when somebody says it, that's when oh yeah, okay, Happy New Year.
Right. I was thinking of home remedies earlier to make my blood thinner so that I don't have blood clots or something. Because my brother said that if you have an AFib, blood pools in your heart, it could cause blood clots. Whatever. So I'm thinking, what is natural blood thinner that I have around my house? And I was thinking, hey, alcohol thins your blood, don't it?
I don't know.
But it said don't if you get a heart problem. So I was like, man, that ain't gonna work. But I would have tried it.
Oh, Jonathan, I'm limping around on a bad leg. Well, not a bad leg. It's my nerve on that side, sciatic nerve on my left side. Boy, I tell you, man, that look. Sometimes when that thing like at night, if I roll over someone, oh boy, man, I'm screaming.
Ooh,
Oh,
sounds horrible.
Yeah, it wakes me up at night. You know, it breaks my sleep.
oh wow.
Yeah, I hear nerve pain or whatever. It's like the worst.
Yeah, it's like I got a muscle that I can, like when I soak in the tub,
Yeah.
because I soak in that pure hot water.
Oh
And
yeah.
get and that hot water eases all that muscle. Plus, I got some muscle relaxer that's prescribed to me,
Yep. Yep.
and I'm taking. I wasn't taking them like I should have. I think like one a day instead of three or whatever, 4 a day, 3 or 4. I think do it.
Oh yeah.
Let me see here for at 3 times a day is needed for muscle pain spasms. So what it is, I got a rock hard muscle that's hitting that nerve, I guess, between wherever that nerve's at. And it feels like it's by a bone,
Ew.
my pelvic bone. So it's on my left hip, not pelvic bone, but, hip bone.
Yeah. Hip bone.
And man,
Oh
that sucker there, I moved if I get
yeah.
up and sometime that left leg, it just gives out, I don't even know it's there, and I'll hit the floor.
Wow.
But we got a doctor's appointment Monday. I'll bring that up. It's only a couple of days, 3 days away.
Wow. Yeah, they say Epsom salts helps. Like if you put that stuff in a bathtub that's really hot or something to relax muscles and whatever else.
Yeah,
I haven't
that
tried it
water's
yet.
so hot. I don't need that. I got some, but
Yeah.
usually it's like when you got a infection on your toe or your foot, or like say you like ingrown toenail or something.
Yeah.
And Epsom salt is good for that.
They say you can soak it, I wouldn't recommend it because it comes like a sauna when you use that stuff. It makes you
Mhm.
real. And it says it's good for the body if you have aches and pains, it's good for the body to soak yourself in it. It is, but it gets too darn hot. If you want to heat up, you'll heat up. Believe me, heat up really nice and hot for you. You want to heat up and get some pain out of you? That'll kick your rear end.
What?
That Epsom salt.
Epsom salt.
Epsom salt ain't hot. I've soaked my,
No, I'm not saying that. You
I
put
had
it
an
in
open
hot
wound
water.
on my toe. Where they
No,
took
but you
that
put it in the
part of
hot
that.
water in the tub occasion I'm talking about.
Uh-huh.
It heats it up so hot for your body to, if you got problems with like what you said, that would help you.
Oh yeah, yeah. I don't need the Epsom salt. Water's
That
hot
will
enough.
that will do something you all right. You want to be relaxed? That will do it.
Let me tell you what, don't put your hair in it. I did that one time, bad idea. It'll dry out your hair so bad. It's like I needed extra conditioner for days. It was like breaking. It was so dry.
What's that?
No, it'll
Epsom
be your
salt?
body.
Yeah, I have a lot of long hair, and I tell you what, if you're a woman with a lot of long hair, I don't know if a guy would notice because you probably don't got that much hair, but I got a lot of hair, and I can notice the difference. I also have dry hair, like not dry, but enough to where I have to use conditioner because I don't like it getting all puffy. But yeah, if you
I'll be
go in
back
there with
in a
dry
minute.
hair, it'll make it break.
No, but if you have aches and pains in your body, that's
Yep.
the best for it to help you. Because
Yep.
I tried it one time. I'm sorry I did. Like being with hot water heated up so hot like a sauna. Oh my God. You know what? It made me feel like I was overheating. I ain't getting in that tub no more. Forget it.
Yeah, I don't have a problem. I literally put my bath water, my water from anything I use on as hot as it can get, and it never burns me. Like
I'm
my
not saying
son
about
says my
burn.
nerves in my hands are really gone.
I'm not saying it burned me. It raised my body temperature up. Man, I don't like that, man. I said, forget this. I'm not doing this again.
Oh.
Forget it.
TJ Farm says, guys, notice. Okay, well, that's good. I mean, some people get really lustrous hair, even if it's a guy, I'm sure. Maybe run your hand through it. You probably notice if you have drier hair, it would definitely probably be a problem. But I know for me, I definitely cannot do it. My hair's like straight as a board, and if you try to bend it, it break literally. I don't need that.
If you want to soak yourself in Epsom salt, make sure it's warm water, not hot. Warm.
Yeah, and I just put my hair up so it don't get, whatever. Yeah, that's the way I like it. Raw eggs, huh? How do you do that? Like, do you just scramble like the eggs? Like you're gonna put them in a pan and like put it on your head and then
Put it in your hair,
rinse it off or something?
put it in your hair, I think.
Yeah, well, I hear that like cats eat raw eggs and it makes it good for their hair. So yeah, that would go to figure. I might want to try that. That'd be kind of cool. I am into natural remedies of all kinds. You know what I'm saying? So that'd be cool. My hair's long. I don't like to cut it. So I'm sure if I did, it'd probably be a little healthier. But God, I hate to cut the thing. And I don't trust nobody to cut it. Nobody in my house could cut a straight line. I'd end up looking real friggin' weird. And I can't cut my own hair. It's way too long.
But Kate, you can get it in, soak your body in warm water. That will help you out. The Epsom salt would help you really good. Hey, Ruby, good evening. But that will help you if it's in warm
Hello,
water.
Ruby.
That will help your nerve problem too. That's what Epsom salt's all about. How you doing tonight, Ruby? How are you?
Anybody got any salts that gets rid of kids who get on your nerves?
What?
It says they're at Epsom salt that gets rid of kids that get on your nerves.
Not that I know
Dang it.
of.
I could have used that earlier, those little monsters.
That doesn't work that way. Sorry,
Yeah, I know. Yeah, it's crazy. You got two boys, you let them together, and all they do is argue and fight. And literally, my boys are big. I got one that's like 6 foot, and I got one that's like maybe 6'2". I don't know. He's a little taller than the other one.
Why are they fighting? What's the matter with them? Why they fight?
They always do. One of my sons has PT. What was it? The thing where you obsessive compulsive, but this one is a personality disorder, which makes it so that you have to be a perfect. Everything has to be just so, or else you gripe and moan. So one gripes and moans the whole time, and the other one is like got autism, and so he gets upset and easily, and then starts like, I don't know, it's just a whole thing. And then I have to get in between these two big boys that are like football players, and I'm short, and I got heart problems, and nobody cares because they're just two big boys who want to fight. It's like, listen here, buddy, don't make me have to call somebody because you won't like it.
So with your husband, how tall is he?
He's not tall. He's only a little taller than me, and he's small. He's a very, he don't weigh that much neither. I'm bigger than he is, like, weight, and my boys only listen to me, but I have to get, like, loud. I have to scream. I have to threaten things, like, I'll call the cops. You won't like it. And I don't need that with the stuff going on with my heart. So, yeah, it was a real pain in the butt.
You have to be careful of you, too. Tell him that, too.
Yeah, I told him, it's like, listen, this is just stupid. Like, don't play together if you can't agree. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And how old are they? I know they're grown, but like say in the 20s?
Yeah, my son is, my younger one is 19. He's my youngest. And my oldest is out of the house. She's a girl and she's having a grandchild. So my oldest one that lives here is 21. He has autism and he's the biggest one. And I've already had issues before because he used to have some issues that we've fixed. But with all the stress going on in the house and stuff, I think it might be affecting him. And then now they're hanging out more. And every time they do, they just can't get along very well. So I'm usually the referee.
Well, I want to ask you a funny question, Crystal.
Yep.
Do you have any spirits in your house that you know about?
Yeah, a good one.
You mean a good one?
I think it's a woman who probably lived here before. I mean, I'm just guessing, and I don't know 100% because I ain't seen too much. I know that one time I took a picture out here in the yard, and there was a weird floating thing that I didn't see when I took the pictures, and I took a panoramic view pictures, and the thing was moving, but I didn't see it with my naked eye, but the camera caught it, and I was like, what the heck is that blue orb floating around? It's not the, I zoomed in and everything. It wasn't even, it was nothing you could tell, right? And then after that, I came here, cleaned the house, put the broom somewhere. When I came back, it was put away where it was supposed to be in the broom closet. I'd leave the house. This thing would shut the lights off when we left them on, shut the heater off when we left it on. It did weird things to make sure the house didn't like blow up or something. I don't know. It was worried about the house. So those things. And then upstairs, the door likes to open by itself. And
Well,
then it goes ree, ree,
hey,
ree, ree, and then it shuts.
here's a story that I know for a fact. All right, you have kids in the house that have disabilities, right?
Yeah, a lot of them. We all
They
got some kind of disability here.
feed on those kind of kids. They can even get them to argue with one another. That happens. I know. So that
Yeah,
could be what's causing it with them. And that's
yeah.
bad.
I mean, they probably could be. Who knows? Because like ever since I don't know. Ever since no, my kids always been like this. Pretty much everything. Thinking all the way back, they've never been able to be alone together. If so, my youngest son Damien will start whacking Junior when he don't do something right, and then Junior will freak out and eventually whack him back, and then Damien's father would get mad at Junior, and I'd defend both of them because I don't think anybody should be getting whacked by nobody. So
That could happen though. That is known to happen. When they see people with disabilities in the house, they will feed on their disability. I'm not kidding around. This is
yeah,
serious stuff. I know, right?
yeah,
Because I dealt with that before, but I'm telling you, if they know you have disability, kids that have disabilities in them, they pick on them, and they can cause them to argue or fight with each other at any time.
yeah.
That, and they don't care what happens to anyone in the house. That's the thing. If that's doing that, then you have major issues on your hands.
Yeah, I ain't sure. Like I said, even when we didn't live in this house, these kids, they just, there's only one of me. And I've
I'm
always spent time with them, like, not together as much because they fight even when it's me because they're all fighting over me. Like,
I want to tell you something though. And I told another guy on YouTube, and I did tell him this. Okay, I told him, well, one guy on YouTube I know, and I'm not going to mention his name. He had a problem. They were going after his kid and his wife and himself. I told that guy, I said, listen, I said, you mention my name to them and they'll back away from you. And he said, really? I said, the dead does not want to deal with me. I have, they're scared of me. They don't want to deal with me. All right. So if you have a problem in your house, mention my name to that spirit. You see how quick it calms down, because you don't want to deal. Tell them you don't want to deal with this guy, because if you get him going, he'll wipe you out right out of your house.
yep. All right.
Okay.
TJ Farm says bye.
Yeah, take care, John.
All right,
Tell
Jonathan,
that
take it
spirit,
easy.
if something happens in the house again, mention my name. You see how quick it calms down. Because they don't want
Okay.
to mess with Crystal. None of them
Yeah.
want to mess.
Well, that'd be nice. I tell you what, I hope that something calms it down because holy moly, man, kids, I swear. I love my kids, but I wish they were a little more grown up in the mind than they are in the body. The bodies are way too big and the mind is not caught up yet.
But they like to pick on though. They like to feed on disabled kids. They pick on them. They know
Yep.
how to set them off. I know because I had to go through that before with someone else. And I straightened it out with them. Hey, Rick, I straightened it out between them. I said, I got rid of the troublemaker in the house. I don't know if you know Cajun. You know about Shane Douglas on YouTube?
Who?
the farmer freelance at one time on YouTube. Remember him?
What was his YouTube name?
His name was Farmer Freelance. Farmer Freelance on YouTube. He was like a guy from Nova Scotia who used to be on my channel a lot. You remember him?
Sounds familiar.
All right. Now the whole problem that I had to deal with the spirit in his house. All right. It was harassing him. A kid was harassing him, and they were harassing his wife and his son. You know, they were picking on him. I went on my camera, this camera right here, all right? And I told him, turn your camera on and show me the very, very active part of the house, all right? I told him, show me where your active part of your house is. And he showed it to me, and I told the spirits, you're leaving his house right now, right? I heard the wife, mother of the son, oh, I'm leaving. I ain't going to deal with you. I don't want to mess with you. And the kids, I have to leave too. And he said the F-bomb. He was mad he had to leave. And I said, you're leaving until you shut your mouth, I told him. And he left. And he left. They both left, and they left him alone. So then I have any more issues anymore. I kicked him out of the house so quick. He was out the door before they even got a chance to say. And then I said, and he told me his ride mower wouldn't work, right? And I said, oh, after now I'm done kicking him out, go and start the lawnmower, the ride mower, right? He went out in his yard and he started it right up and it worked.
Damn.
So I kicked them both out. I was pushing them right out the door.
Nice.
And they wouldn't want to mess with me. They were saying, oh, I'm sorry, I'm leaving. I don't want to deal with you and all this stuff. And the kid was swearing the F-bomb all the way out the door. So funny.
Yeah.
Ashley Brady was there when it happened. You can ask her about that too if you think about it, Aiden. So she'll tell you about it. She was there.
Wolves Den Outdoors said I was just popping in to say for a minute.
Oh, okay, Rick.
Hey,
That's his
Wolves
name.
Den.
Yeah, it's Rick. That's his first name. You can call
Oh,
him
Rick. Okay.
I know
Okay,
names.
Rick.
Go with
If
names.
I can remember it, I'll say Rick. If not, if I say whatever Wolf's Den, you'll know who I'm talking about.
Wayne's got a
'Cause my
better
memory
memory than I
stinks.
do. Wayne's got a better memory than me.
Oh my God, he's got such a good memory compared to me. I have a horrible memory. Oh, so bad.
I'll keep reminding you. You'll get used to
I'm
the names.
surprised I can remember some names like Wayne's, yours, like Tristan. There's only so many I know's name by face. And then it's like, yeah, I start losing it. Like, maybe it's because I recognize you guys' face and your name I put together. But when you see a name in writing and then remembering, that's a little harder.
Yeah.
That's why I'll give you a reminder of what their names
Yeah,
are.
yeah.
Like,
That's good. Hopefully, someday it'll stick in there.
you'll get used to it. Like I'm saying, I do that. That's the kind of abilities I have for occasion. About that, I have that a gift that.
Oh, yeah,
the
you
Lord
don't
gives me.
let a goat see you. The goats are going to be gone.
They won't
Hey.
mess with me. They take off. They see me. They bolt. All right, I had a person that died in my neighborhood. Right, this is true. That's a woman. She was like in the 60s. Right. The demonic spirit jumped and killed her violently. Killed her. I'm not kidding you around either. So she came to me and she started talking. She didn't like me and my brother. She hated us for some reason. But she came over to me and we had a talk after she was dead. She came and had a conversation with me, all right in my room here. And she said, I never liked you two. And I said, I know you never liked us. And she said, but I was very sorry. I didn't really know you very well. Because she was being apologetic to me. Because I was like, the one that she wanted to talk to, she came to me. So I said, I didn't know you were male medium, and I didn't know that. And I said, well, I was surprised. But you're talking to someone you didn't like me, and you didn't know me. And she said, oh, I was violently killed by a demonic spirit, but it wasn't by my husband. And she said that the spirit slammed her all over the kitchen, broke her body up, and he killed her crazy. He broke every bone in the body.
Yeah, it must be a bad spirit.
It was a very bad spirit. But she was the type of person that will provoke it. She'd say to swear at it and stuff and provoke it.
Yeah, that's not a good idea. That's not a good idea.
No, but that's what kind of person she was. She would swear at it and say, get the blank out of here or something.
Doesn't that just feed the evil stuff? Like, ain't that a bad thing? Wouldn't that make it more powerful because you're giving it energy with that crap? I don't think that's
Yeah,
a good thing to give to anybody.
yeah, that's why they violently attacked and killed her. And they
Yeah.
carried her out in the body. It was right across the street from me. They carried her out in the body bag. She was broken. Every part of her body was snapped. Her face was caved in.
Huh.
Her ankles were purple. They killed her good that time.
Wow. It was.
What did the
Wow.
police blame it
Well,
on?
that's not good. I definitely wouldn't be doing that.
How
Blame
did
it
the,
to
how did the,
Luckily, this one has never really caused me no problem that I
how
know
did
of.
the coroner put in his report how she died?
I don't know. I didn't ask them.
Oh.
The husband told me that they just they told them what happened, how bad. She told my brother how bad she was crushed and stuff.
Dang,
And she was really bad. She
that's
couldn't
not
get
good.
But she told me what happened to her. She spoke to me directly, so I got the info from her. She told me everything in the spirit when she was dead. She came and spoke to me. We had a talk. I have that ability. I had a talk with her, and she was telling me how bad she died. She was destroyed. I mean, she even told me what time she get up in the morning. She was get up at 3 in the morning to have her breakfast before she went to work at 5 a.m. And she never made it. She died before she even made it to work. She killed her.
Right. Dang.
Wow.
So I just, I was shocked she came and spoke to me. She never liked me, and she told me, I never liked you or your brother. She told me that, but she said she was very uh, uh, kind of apologizing to me because I said there's no need to be apologizing to anybody because your life's over and there's no hard feelings again. She just I sent her off into the light. I told her to go off in the light and go at peace. You don't need to talk to anybody anymore. You got your life taken away if you're too early, and that I sent her off and I never seen her again. So
Dang.
but I even took my old eye doctor home with me one day. He was haunting my eye doctor's office. He was shifting through his files and walking around the office, picking things up and putting it down. And it was weird. And I said, "Who's that in your office? Well, what's all that noise?" He says, "That's my old boss. You know that guy used to be your eye doctor." I said, "Yeah, really?" I said, "You want him out of here?" I said, "Not really." I said, "I could take him out of here. I can take him home with me if you don't want him here." I took him home with me. And I sent him off afterwards. So he's haunted now. I got the ability to take him home and send him off in the light and he's gone. So but I don't tell many people about my gifts because I don't want them thinking I'm cuckoo. I don't talk about it much.
All right. Some people do think that, I'm sure, with that, because a lot of people are non-believers. My son doesn't believe in that stuff, and I don't think he wants to because it scares him.
I believe in spirits and ghosts and contacting this world. They in that world. They contact us in this. I believe in all that crap. Oh yeah.
I send
Oh, yeah.
I send them
Oh,
off
yeah.
because they need to. I tell them, I said, "You're dead already. You don't need to be roaming around in the spirit. You should be resting right now. You don't supposed to be still having worries on your mind. Hey, you worry when you're dead, you know. Did you know that?"
There's two ghosts,
Yeah.
two spirit ghosts in the radio station. My cousin's radio station, KBON, KBON. And two ghosts in
Oh,
there. Yeah,
wow.
they friendly though. One's an old man and the other one's a girl, young girl, about 12,
Huh.
11 or 12.
Oh, okay.
And they've had these paranormal teams, like you see on TV.
Mhm.
Not on YouTube, but on TV. I guess they got to start on YouTube some kind of way. But these paranormal teams, like you see on TV in the reality shows now, they went to the station
Mhm.
and spent the night there inside of it. And they're like, "Yeah, Paul, you got you got two ghosts in here." He says, "Yep." And he says, you know, uh, I've seen the girl. The old man is not as common as the girl, in appearances. And then one
Yeah.
night, one Wednesday night, Leighton Thibodeau with the what was Leighton's show?
The Spicy Cajun Show.
The Spicy
Wednesdays.
Cajun Show Wednesday night. He was there, and he's always there. He was always there by himself. Maybe, you know, sometimes they have guests, you know, on air, because those shows start at 6. The specialty shows start at 6 every night. So anyway, Leighton and me and Missy used to go there when he would, you know, on his show and cook. Well, one night we wasn't there because I was his guest quite a few times, and we weren't there. And all of a sudden, you didn't hear Leighton's voice on the radio. You know, music would play, but you didn't hear his voice. He put it on autopilot, you know, automatic, like he would have at 10 o'clock, you know, to leave at 10 because they're 4-hour shows. Well, at like 7:30 or 8, he was out of there. That ghost scared Leighton so bad, he quit. He quit. He just put it on. He just
Oh
put it
my
on
gosh.
autopilot. He didn't say his outro. Nothing. He just put it on autopilot.
Wow.
Went out the back door. You know, set the alarm. Went out the back door, and that was it.
Yeah. I walked through there and it don't exist no more.
Huh.
I didn't
I
know
walked through that radio
Yeah,
station.
he came back though. He came back about, I don't know, 5 or 6 months later.
Uh-huh.
I walked through that radio station, they won't have no more ghosts. They'll both bolting out the door and they'll be gone.
Well, they don't want that. They want him
Right.
there because they some good spirits, you know. But I don't know how they, you know. Leighton was going to tell me one time, and then we had a guest come into the DJ booth. You know, had a special guest come in, and he was going to tell me, and then we got sidetracked with the guest that came in. It came in early, and but it was like he was fixing to start his stories. Like I walked out the door, and then he probably saw it coming down the hall, you know, or in the museum part of the radio station.
Hmm.
But Christy
Wow.
Davis, she will not go by herself. Her husband has to be with her, or she'll call me and say, Boudreaux, can you and Missy come over tonight with me? You want to, you know, be my guest tonight? I'm like, sure. I'm like, what's the topic and all? She said, just whatever we talk about. She says, Coach not gonna be there tonight. And she says, I ain't going there without you being there. I'm like, okay, that'll work.
Oh, it will really not go over there.
Uh-huh.
You won't have no spirits in there anymore. I'll walk through there and they'll be out the door, they'll go and they'll be gone.
No.
No
The
more
only thing bad on when I'm a guest, I don't get paid.
I'll be a guest and I won't have to be paid.
No, but we
I'm
don't
getting
want you
my-
running the ghost off though. You know, the radio station, you know, it's a landmark and it's, you know, for the ghost, you know.
No,
In
they're
fact,
in
one
there.
part of it, the part where the DJ booth is, that was Johnny's uncle that owned that building. That was Johnny's uncle. It was
Wow.
a jewelry store.
I won't have no problem. I just go in there. I won't say a word. And they'll be
I've been
bolting
up in the attic and that's locked. Okay, it's got padlocks on both sides of that access door.
Yeah.
And it takes a tall ladder, you know, like a 10-foot step ladder or 8-foot step ladder, because there's tall ceiling in that vault. We call it the vault. It's the record room, the CD room where they keep a lot of music, CDs and all that. And I went up in the attic. I had to go check for a leak. Well, I didn't have to. I volunteered because I was over there. And they said, hey, Boo, can you look for a leak for me real quick? Because I was small. I was the smallest one in the station, you know, and I was agile. I'm like, yeah, sure. So I went up, and as soon as I got up in the attic, you know, it's solid floors, okay? So I didn't have to worry about, you know, jumping across ceiling joists. So I found an Amy Como. I forget if it was the cover or the disc. I think it was a disc. The CD, Amy Como. She was a country star, and she died in a car wreck. And she had been to the station, and that was a CD she had left for the station. You know, but before it, right when it came out. And then she died. Not I don't know if it was that day or a couple of days later. Anyway, I found a CD up there, and I gave it to Paula, my cousin. She was the manager at the time. Gave it to her, and I'm saying, what's this doing up here? This has been locked for I don't know how long. I'm like, I don't know. I says, but I know who she is. She said, yeah, well, I do too. We had her over here. So I go down. I'm walking toward the west in the attic. I'm going west. And I'm about 3/4 of the way of the building. That's a long building, long. And so I said, well, I found where the leak's at. I could see a little stain part and all. It was coming from the wind turbine. Yeah. So anyhow, it wasn't coming from the turbine. It was coming from the edge of it. So when I'm right there, I found the case, the CD case for that CD, Amy Como.
Wow.
She was a country star. And up and coming too. I mean, she would have been like not Taylor Swift caliber, but maybe, you never know, should have been right along up there with the rest of the young girls. Now this was about 10 years ago. I want to say 9 or 10 years ago.
Wow.
But yeah, they so whatever, that was a spirit that had to mess with that CD and that case. Because that access door was padlocked on both sides.
I wouldn't mind meeting those spirits in that station. I'll just walk in there and they'll walk out.
We don't want them gone though. We want them there.
They don't want to meet you, Wayne. They don't want you taking out their spirits. Some of them they want to hang out with, I guess,
They walk out.
Hey, if it's a good spirit, I don't mind it either.
I walk in, they walk out, and you won't see them anymore.
Yeah, well, don't come down here. I'm not going to bring you to the station.
That'd be a shame.
Yeah, that'd be a shame taking away our ghosts like that. We like our ghosts. We like
right. It's like getting rid of Casper.
Nothing. They left. They see.
I seen the ghosts. Me and Bird. Missy kind of caught a side glimpse at the corner of my eye, but I was in a DJ booth. I had the mic right here and all that, and I was talking. And then I lost track. It was like I saw something. Missy was watching me from the door, the DJ booth. Missy was watching me on the air, on the mic. And in the corner of my eye, I caught something that moved behind me, down the hall behind Missy. So I looked. I thought it was one of my little cousins that worked at the station. And I didn't see nothing in the window. The DJ booth. Yeah. I didn't see nothing going that way toward the other part of the building on the south side. I didn't see nothing. So anyway, the song, I started the song, and me and Todd, and I went out to look. Nobody was there. Nobody. I came back, and Bird told me, he said, "You saw that?" I'm like, "Yeah." And I said, "There's nobody back there." I said, "Go look." He was like, And Johnny knows Bird. Johnny used to play music with Bird when they was with Horace Stronghold. And Bird is what, 6'5", about 270. Yeah, boy. And big old black guy, and gentle as a bear cub,
Yep.
And he don't get mad for nothing. You can't hardly make him mad. But anyway, big gentle Ben type guy.
Yep.
And he's like, "You saw him?" I'm like, "Yeah." I said, "There's nobody back there. You go look." I said, "Come on, I'll go with you." "No, man, I ain't going back there." And he's the one that usually pulls security, for festivals and stuff like that. Well, he's always there at the back of the stage, don't let nobody in that gated area. I mean, it's open, but he don't let nobody in. He's that big of a guy. He looks, like, "Oh man, I ain't going in there. I ain't messing with him."
He's obviously smart. He knows he can do with those alive people, but heck with the dead ones. He ain't doing that.
Yeah, I don't know. Ain't no ghost for me.
I
You
love to
don't
have
even care if it's a little kid and an old guy.
a conversation with the older guy though.
I'd like to have a conversation with the old guy. I'd like to say, "Hey, man, where'd you drop some money at?
Right? Tell me where it is.
Where'd you bury it? Where'd you bury your gold at? You know, he might
Yeah.
tell me." And me and Johnny
yeah.
go on a quest. You
I'll
know,
get
Yeah.
a chance to see his name and everything. I'll talk to him and get some stuff out of him. I'll say, my name
Johnny
is
Quest.
Chief.
What
I'll
was that?
say,
That cartoon years ago? The little boy and the little Indian boy on the jet airplane, Raji. Johnny Quest.
Johnny Quest.
It was
Mhm.
Johnny Quest. Okay,
Yeah.
I thought so. That's why I said I'll get the information from the ghost, and then me and Johnny Best here will go on a Johnny Quest
Right?
episode. Yeah, adventure. Yeah, boy.
It must be awesome to like be able to go to a place where they do music, you know. I'd love
Well,
to go see one of those places. That's cool.
we've had plenty of YouTubers here. You know, other YouTubers from up
Yep.
north, Denver, Colorado, Ohio, uh, Florida,
Wow.
Missouri,
look,
Texas. We've had all kind of YouTubers here to eat in my house,
you like the accent
and
from my
Arizona Money Maniacs, Coin
Oh, that's
Collector,
awesome.
Money Maniacs, and his wife. We brought them to
Mhm.
the station. You know, we bring people to the station when we go on if they here on that night,
Yeah.
or on the night which if I know that DJ that's playing on his show, like Todd Ortego. You know, that's on Thursdays. Wednesday was the Leighton, Leighton Thibodeau. He died, though. I don't know if that ghost scared him to death or what. But anyway, he died of a
Wow.
heart attack, I think.
Who?
I don't
Oh,
scare They're
No,
scared
I
of me,
think
but I
they
don't scare
died
them.
from COVID.
Oh, COVID.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
oh, that's horrible. COVID. Gosh, that
Yeah,
stuff
that's
is a
Hong
pain
Kong.
in the butt.
The
Don't worry.
Hong
Jim.
Kong Fooey. We
I'm
call
Don't
it.
staying
worry.
home and I ain't going nowhere. There's too much COVID out here in Maine right now. Like everybody's got it, and I ain't glad I don't visit people because I ain't nobody in my
But
family's got it.
we don't call it that here live on YouTube. We call it the Hong Kong Fooey.
You know something? I'm not scared of spirits, but you know what? I won't chase them away from the station, but I will get a conversation with them.
Okay.
If they want to leave, I'll take them out and let them leave. But if they want to stay, they'll stay. But depends on what they say to me. If they say release me into the light, what are you gonna do? You don't have them anymore. If they tell me that and say release me, then they're gone. That's it.
Yeah,
And
it would be sad if a spirit was stuck, but it is true that some might not want to go anywhere. I don't want to never leave this earth until my kids are gone, and I plan on staying here no matter what until that day. I will live with them forever, whether they like it or not.
like your house right now, I can get that spirit out of your house by sitting right here and telling them to take a walk, buddy.
Yeah, well, this one don't never really bother me much, but if it was bothering the kids, I definitely wouldn't want to hear. And I do know that one of my nieces stayed here, and she swears to God she woke up with something staring down at her at the end of her bed, and that thing scared her so bad she wouldn't come back. I said, I
You
think
said
you're imagining it because
you come.
I don't think it's scary.
All right, there spirits, I'm here. And I'm telling you, leave their house. I'm telling you to leave. Get it? Pack your bags, spirits, and get out. Give it a couple of days.
Hmm.
You won't have them that long. Spirit, get out. You know who I am, and I'm telling you to leave right now.
That's it.
Leave our kids alone too and get out.
Yeah, we definitely don't need no more bad luck around here.
And you
Ay,
know who I
ay, ay.
know. The spirit world don't want to mess with me, and you don't want to mess with me. So, turkey, take a walk. Pack your bag, spirit, and get out. The door's there. Walk out. Don't come back. Leave our kids alone too. Don't make me come down there.
That's right. I'm not that far away.
Well, watch it, Turkey. You know who I am. Everybody knows who I am.
They probably talk about you in the spirit realm. Don't mess
They
with that
did.
wing guy.
What they said about me, they said, we don't want to mess with me. You're too dangerous. They said that to me on the prayer box. They did.
Wow. Well, at least they're smart enough to know it.
And that ghost in yours is going to leave. I'm telling it to take a walk. Pack your ghostly bags up. You're getting out of our house. I better never see you around there again. That's an order from me to you. So that's my final word to you. That's it. That house don't need you. It feels
Yeah,
kind of
starting to
low.
wonder if I need to start putting that stuff that Janine said she was lighting and putting all
Don't
around her
use
house.
that. No, don't use it. She's using that to cause spirits to come in. If you don't have
Oh,
spirits in there, don't use it.
yeah, I
All
never
you
have.
do is
It'd be nice if something could wash the crap out of the house. Obviously,
let
it's got some bad karma.
me know if anything changes. If it gets lighter, you know.
Yeah,
I'm telling it now to leave, and you better leave. And you better listen, or the consequence is going to be yours, Mister, or whoever you are, man or woman.
yeah. I don't know what it is yet. I guess because, like, the guy who owned this place had, like, 5 wives and, like, 3 or 4 of them died. I wouldn't be surprised if one was buried around here.
I don't care if you're buried around there or not. Get out of the house. I don't care where you're buried. You're leaving. Did he kill his wives or they die naturally?
I don't know. That's what I'm wondering. I'm just like, I just don't see how you go through like 5 wives and all 4, like 4 of them dies. How do 4 wives die on you?
Yeah,
That seems a little weird to me.
mysteriously.
Yeah, and then there's a ghost here, and it seems to care about the house or something. I don't know. That seems weird to me.
You're going to get out of that house. I don't care how much you care about it or not. I'm telling you to get out of that house, and you're going to leave. You're going to leave very soon. I better not hear from you again. You're done.
Oh, did you? What was it? I put a link in there in the chat.
Yeah, yeah. Are you talking about when I read about the Abby's meat?
Yeah, did y'all read that?
Oh yeah, I did. Wow, that was crazy. I couldn't believe it. But yeah, the brisket definitely sounds like the best thing to go for on that.
Well,
It said that.
it's the real deal,
Yeah.
on the roast beef, or beef. It's actually brisket is not really a muscle meat.
Hmm.
It is, but it's on the front of the cow. Okay.
Yeah.
And it's fatty, because it doesn't get like a bird flying, a duck flying all the time.
Yeah.
A,
Yeah.
gir- a duck, a wild duck, the whole duck and the geese, all the whole body is the breast is dark meat. Everything's dark meat because it
Ew.
uses the blood circulating in that meat. Chickens have white meat because they don't fly. They able to fly a short distance. Don't get me wrong, but they'd rather walk. Okay.
Mm.
I'm a turkey. Now, turkey, the breast meat is kind of medium. It's not a dark, it's not a white. A wild turkey, I'm talking about.
Oh yeah, I never had that kind, but yeah.
Yeah, a tame turkey, the breast is going to be white meat because they don't fly. Their legs move a lot, because
Yep.
we're
Yep.
walking, running, whatever. Their legs move a lot. That's why the legs and the thighs are dark meat. But on wild birds, wild game birds, everything's dark. Everything. The
Let me
breast,
ask you a
everything's dark.
question. Do you know why? I think it's duck meat. I've only had it once, and why is it so greasy feeling? Like, is that the stuff that's greasy? It feels like if you put oil on it.
What?
Like duck meat. I think it's duck meat that tastes really greasy. Like it's been dipped in oil.
I
Was it duck meat, honey?
wouldn't cook right or something.
Or goose? It was either goose or duck, but one of them tastes really oily, and I did not like it. The one time I ever had it was at a restaurant. I was like, ugh, this stuff is not good.
Oh, that's uh tame goose. I don't know. I never. Yeah, I've ate a tame goose already. My African grays. We had
Ducks
a
have,
we had a hen that wasn't laying. A goose hen that
Uh-huh.
wasn't laying, and we made a gumbo with it.
Hmm.
ducks have a
Maybe
lot
you
of
wouldn't notice a greasy feeling in a gumbo, though. That's a lot of flavors and textures.
Johnny said ducks have a lot of fat under the skin, but
Huh.
why you talking about wild duck or tame duck?
uh,
Probably tame duck.
tame duck, I guess. All ducks, I guess. They usually take the breast and kind of cube the skin, put it in a skillet, skin side down, and it renders out all that oil,
Oh, yeah.
crisp skin. And
They
then you
probably
flip
didn't cook it right.
it to the side.
Yeah, well,
Because it was oily as crap.
I mean, I've never had oily duck or geese because I've ate more wild duck and geese than any other tame animal. I mean, no, I mean not tame animal because I would be a chicken. I've ate a lot of chicken, but
Yeah.
I'm talking about any game bird that is tame. You know, like ducks and geese. You have your wild ones and you have your tame ones that are mixed breeds. You know,
Yeah. Yeah,
'cause
like farmed ones.
you can get real mallards. But
Yeah.
they're bigger mallard. They call them a ruin mallard. Rouen, rowan mallard. I guess that's the guys because they got a lot of Rowans family, people. I guess that's the guy that made that crossbreed with a wild duck to another one and then bred them. But anyway, you got those mallards. They
Yeah.
fly. You got to keep them wings clipped.
Mhm.
But they know where their food is so that they don't stray.
So where you guys live, do you eat wild turkeys down there? Or
Yeah.
wherever? Okay, because I
Yeah.
got a heckload and they're huge, but it's like, I don't think that's good eating though.
What's up, Tristan? Yeah, wild turkey? Oh, yeah. Man, give me a wild turkey any day.
Dude, I got so many wild turkeys here. In the size of them, it's like, man, you could eat off that thing for a month. It's got to be at least 25, 30-pound turkey. They're huge. And they like sit in my tree. I didn't even know turkeys sit in trees. Them and the babies up in my tree. I'm like, what the heck is going on?
Turkey's a ground nesting animal. They'll make a nest on the ground.
Yeah.
If they will in a tree, if that area is big enough, like in a yoke. And,
This is a weeping willow. It was huge weeping willow, and they were all up there, the babies and them.
They roost at, but they'll nest on the ground. And now if they have to, they'll make a nest in a big tree where they can, because they got a big nest. Then they'll lay a clutch of, I don't know, about six eggs, 7 eggs, something like that. It depends on the area and all that.
Yeah, they were moving with them. Like, they didn't stay here. They just stayed here for like one night in the tree, like slept there, all of them, and then they left the next day. And it's like, why are there so many turkeys in that tree? I've never seen any in a tree before like that.
Yeah.
Oh, Christian. Come up here.
Wild turkey's awesome.
Huh. That's interesting.
They're not fat. They're not full of fat like a tame turkey. You buy in the store, the butterball.
Oh, yeah.
They'll have some fat, but turkey's known for lean meat.
Mhm.
Turkey is known for lean breast meat.
I love white breast chicken, turkey, and all that.
Like a tame turkey, they'll get 15 pounds. Okay, that's with no feathers.
Yeah.
That's what I was going to say earlier when you said, "Man, look how big that sucker is, that wild turkey." Well, they have feathers.
Oh, yeah.
Half of the bird that big is feathers.
Hey, Tristan.
How's it going?
Hey, Tristan, what's up, Mon ami?
We're talking about big turkeys.
Heck yeah.
But that breast, if you buy a turkey breast and like turkey ham, and they pick up the deli counter, they pick up what looks like a turkey breast. It's not really a turkey breast. It's that processed meat, and it's made like a turkey breast.
Yeah.
Huh. No wonder it don't taste as good as when I make the turkey and cut it and put it on a sandwich the next day, which is my favorite part.
Right. Because when they sell you a turkey breast meat at the deli, that breast is this big.
Yep.
hell, that's the size of the turkey itself.
Yeah.
That's cool. Yeah, I always wanted one of those slicing machines, though, man. Those things look awesome. Like slice the meat so thin.
Oh yeah. That's a lot of cleaning though, because if you actually do a ham or cheese, you
Yeah.
got to clean that right away. Or
Oh
within
yeah.
a few hours, especially with chicken, or whatever.
Yep.
But in a few hours, you got to clean it. So and then it takes 30 minutes to clean the machines, to get them
Oh boy.
totally clean.
Oh, I never thought about that one. Yeah, that would
Yeah.
be a pain.
My mama used to have a slicer,
Mhm.
big one too. Not made out of plastic, made out of
Metal.
stainless steel, I think, or aluminum. I think it was
Yep.
stainless. And she didn't use it a whole lot, because you got to clean it.
Yeah, I got a metal grind. The thing that you do cheese with, the metal kind of stands up. It's got 4 sides for
A
the
grater.
slicing cheese. Yeah, I got one of those, the old school kind, right? And that thing's a pain in the butt. You have to, right after doing the grating of the cheese, you got to put it in like hot water and soak it and then clean it right away, or else it's never coming out.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Them fine small holes, when you
Oh,
grate.
yeah. Oh,
grating it.
ridiculous. You got to go through it with a toothpick sometimes to get it out of the little teeny holes, and you have to use the sprayer. Oh my God. My brother doesn't clean his. I had to try to clean his once. I was like, I'm never using yours and I'm not cleaning it. That's horrible. Nope, not doing it.
I do ginger,
Forget about it.
ginger root. In fact, that reminds me, I think I was supposed to put some ginger in the freezer. Oh, about 3 weeks ago, I think, and I forgot. Now, ginger, it holds up pretty good, when the peeling's on it. And I got it in a Ziploc bag with no air. But it's still in the crispy drawer. I don't know if it's still good or not.
Huh.
But it's so
Yeah, I
cheap.
don't know.
Ginger is so cheap. I got
Mhm.
a hunk of root about, that long, about that wide, that big around, something
Yeah.
like that for about, I don't know, it was 60 cents, But when I do like stir fry and
Yeah.
shrimp fried rice, when I do Chinese food,
Yeah.
Asian cooking, I grate ginger, and I got oyster sauce. I got the real
The hoisin sauce stuff,
the
that
real
hoisin stuff.
the real soy sauce.
Yeah, yeah.
Like oyster sauce. Then I've got the sweet chili sauce.
Hmm.
But that's more like for General Tso's chicken to dip.
Oh, yeah.
And like sweet and sour Chinese sauce, the sweet and sour. It's
Oh,
just
yeah.
like just like the whatever. No, stick around. Stick around. Don't go nowhere.
You're making me
Tristan.
hungry, Cajun.
Yeah, I got to heat up. I took some food out of the fridge. We're eating chili dogs tonight.
Ooh, yum. I love those things with like onions and like some, mustard and stuff. Oh, yeah, that stuff's good.
Yeah, but, well, what I do, I just put my weenies on the bread, and I put my weenies, hot dog, Franks in the chili. The chili's been
Oh,
cooked
wow.
for a couple of days. We did it the night before Christmas Eve. We cooked it, and it's been put up in a bowl in one of them locking air fresh bowls or whatever.
You went off.
And
Interesting. Gum.
yeah, he
Did
said
we
he had to
lose?
go do some music.
Oh. Well, he jumped on fast and jumped back off. Wow. That was
So,
fast.
That's an unusual day, though.
So I'm fixing to go make chili dogs, and what I do, I put my Franks in the chili. I
Yeah.
put the chili in a pot, a narrow pot like that. Not a big one like that, but like that.
Yeah.
And then I throw the hot dog weenies in there, and that's what actually cooks the weenies. And then what I do, I put a couple of slices of bread, like this,
Right.
Yeah.
plate, and I put 2 weenies on each bread and the chili on top, and I eat it with a fork like that. Open face.
Oh,
face.
yeah, yeah.
So I'm fixing to go do that.
Yum. That sounds good.
Yeah, I'm gonna get up. So
Yeah, you're making your friend hungry. Now he wants to eat. You better give him some chili dogs. Just tortured him. Maybe that's why Tristan left too. He probably got hungry. I have to go make parfaits soon.
I
Yeah,
already have my dinner tonight, so I don't have to have anything to eat. I'm not hungry. I made
yeah.
pizza. I wanted some of that.
Oh yeah, yeah. Pizza's good. I had homemade. I made Italian chicken breasts, and then I got some like tomato and like some salad. Put it on top with some mayonnaise on a sandwich, and it was delicious. So, but now I made some chocolate fudge pudding, and I made some cheesecake pudding, and I'm gonna crumble up some like sugar cookies in between them and layer them up, and it's gonna be a nice like pudding parfait. Oh yes, it's gonna be good. That'll make me feel better after all the crap today.
Yeah, all right.
I earned this parfait. That's right.
That's funny.
Yep, but yesterday I actually had General Tso's chicken or whatever, like a sweet and whatever. It was good. It was on with stir fry.
Crystal, let me know how
Yeah.
your house feels afterwards, all right?
Yeah, I'll tell you. You know, when I start feeling a difference, hopefully I'll see it right away. That'd be nice.
And you better listen to me too, Spirit. You better listen to very, very carefully when I told you, and you better listen to me, or you're gonna get it.
Right?
Spirit. I don't care who you are. You're dead. You don't live there anymore. You ain't your house anymore. So you know where the door is, and you can go. Once they're
That's
dead, they
right.
don't have the house no more. It's not theirs
Mhm.
anymore. It's Crystal's and her family's house, not yours. So take that consideration and go. I gotta fix my brother's headphones.
It stinks when those things break. My kids, I had to buy them. Like I used to buy, for years. I bought them like 3 or 4 pair every Christmas because I swear, like they broke them every day. It's like, what are you doing? Why you got them in your mouth? You're not supposed to eat it. Stop chewing on the wires. What do you think that's gonna do to it? It's like, oh my god, no wonder they keep breaking. I
Drop
Yeah,
this one.
either that or twisting them around their fingers or something crazy. Ay, ay, ay. What other things gonna happen? It's a wire. You can't twist those things. You twist something metal, what happens? It breaks. What are they teaching them in school nowadays?
I don't know.
I swear. You'd think my kids were starving to chew on their shirt and get all wet. It's like, why are you chewing on the front of your shirt? Stop that. It's all wet. You look like you need a bib or something. Why are you doing that? Pulling them out, like stretching them, like, hey, I bought that shirt. It's supposed to be close to your neck, not like your head size. It looked like you have a big watermelon head that fit through that hole. What happened to the shirt? Hey, yep. Kids, they're really funny. Wayne, you haven't had any kids yet, have you?
No.
Well, you're lucky because my kid Damien, he used to eat like I'd bring him, to go swimming, and you know how kids like to play in the sand. He'd eat the sand. I'd have to go over there and take it out of his mouth and say, "Don't eat that, my mom." Oh, you'll eat 1,000 million things of dirt before you die. I was like, not at one time, Ma. Over a lifetime, you might eat some dirt.
Oh, gee.
Like, what are you crazy? I had to watch him like a hawk. It's like, come on, stop eating things. Don't put it in your mouth. What is wrong with you, you little monster? You can't eat that. You're gonna choke on it. Ew, why you even eat it? It don't taste good.
Mm.
Yep, he was funny. He stopped doing that, thank God, because that was like, whoa, what is going on? I know that ain't tasting good.
Hmm.
Yep. Kids,
Yeah.
they're funny. Thank God they're not that young anymore. I don't have to worry about that. One time my daughter was eating a jawbreaker and she laid down and I had to do the Heimlich maneuver because she started choking. I'm like, I told you not to lay down when you eat. That's why. You will choke on it. You
Wow.
can't do that. Stop laying down when you eat.
Mm. Mm.
Yeah, luckily I took CNA course and I'm a CNA, but I don't practice. But anyway, I used to be a CNA, so I know all that stuff, and I was certified in CPR and all that. I can even use the clear, but I can even do a tracheotomy if I had to or whatever it is. But I really wouldn't want to. So, but yeah, that was the only time I had to do that Heimlich thing. I was like, no, no more. You don't lay down when you eat. Don't do that.
True.
Yep. Especially a jawbreaker. It's a ball. What do you think's gonna happen if you lay down? It's gonna go down your throat.
Right. Is that right?
These are the things you have to tell kids 24/7. My kids, I never took my eye off them. Never. Not for a second. I was with them 24/7, always. That's why they always come to me for everything still, because I always was there to make sure nothing happened. Who knows what they were gonna do? They did
If I
weird
had,
things.
if I had
Huh?
kids, they won't be acting up. They'll be standing up straight and saying nothing.
Yep.
I
Yep.
would.
That's what happens when you try to make up for your bad childhood with your kids and you spoil them rotten and give them everything you never had.
No, I wouldn't spoil them rotten. I'd make sure they behave themselves and be respectful.
Yeah.
Not like I was.
Unfortunately, I spoiled mine rotten for a little while.
No, but I wouldn't be want my kid acting the way I act when I was younger. Forget that idea. No, no
Yeah.
way.
Yeah. My kids were good out in public, but you bring them home and that's different. In public, you'd never know. But at home, oh boy.
I'll be
Hey.
bringing up in the word of the Lord too.
Yeah, I tried to bring one of my kids to church, and then the pastor had to threaten them, so I never brought him back because I couldn't have him at church.
Well, hey, you know something, Pastor? I fired one before you. You know that?
Oh yeah.
I fired one from the church. I did. The Lord
Oh,
sent me
did
over.
you?
I did.
Yep.
He was a prideful idiot, and I said, I said your job's done. That's it. And I said, the Lord just got rid of him. He's thinking that his church is his house, and God
Yeah.
was angry with him. He said, "Go tell him what I want you to tell him." I told him. He got fired about a week after.
Wow. Yeah, I brought my daughter when she was like, I don't know, 3 to 5 to a church one time, and she like kicked the pastor in the shins, in his leg a little. He said, I will defend myself if I have to. I never brought her back because I really think he was serious, and I know my kid would definitely do that again because that's the way they are. So I said, nope, just to keep everything like safe. I'll just keep them away from there. My kids aren't friendly in that place. No, not happening. You got to remember one thing. God didn't have a house. He was happy to preach to people in the world. He didn't need a house. It's a man who needs that house, not God. He also didn't say you had to give a whole bunch of money to him either. I'm sorry, I don't believe in that. He doesn't care if you go to church or not, as long as you praise him and you follow his word and you're a good person, you do what you should, and that's how I believe it. Now, I do have a church down here, the Baptist one, it's my family one, but the thing is they're so stupid I won't go there, because when you start saying, no, you can't come to church unless you dress up, God wouldn't care if I went there with no clothes on. That's the way he wanted it. But if I go in holy clothes because that's all I got and you're judging, you're not that Christian. And I don't go to places like that. I got kicked out of Sunday school. I got kicked out of the teenage Sunday school because they told me not to question anything. And I said, yeah, that's not going to happen, buddy.
Well,
So I
that's
got
not
kicked out.
the way to run a church. I'm sorry. Don't do that.
Yeah, they told me things that didn't make sense. So I said, no, I can't believe that crap.
They shouldn't. See, the Lord tells you to get 10% of your earnings to Him. All right, that's all you're allowed to give to the church. But if a church goes around crying for money, then there's something wrong with that church, because they're not budgeting their money right, and they're probably using it the wrong way. And you have no right to judge anybody for what they look like. God doesn't look at God doesn't look at the appearance of a man or a woman.
Yeah, I would think, since he wanted us all naked, I wouldn't think he'd care what kind of clothes you wear there.
What he looks at, he looks at the heart. He don't look at the appearance of a person.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter to him what you look like. No churches have a right to judge anybody.
I found a lot of judgmental people at that place more than anywhere else out in the world. I'd hate to say it, but
Christ is not the judge, or you'll be judged.
if I went back and met Jesus back when he was alive, it would have been a totally different thing, and I bet you he would say I didn't tell any of these people to do anything. It reminds me of Scrooge when that guy says he doesn't know any of these people. They're strangers to him, and what they say in the name of God is not really their voice. It's what they want you to think. So I actually like that saying. I thought that was cool.
You know how many people I had running in church was? A lot of them. And I told straight out, told them right to their face, don't think you're Mr. Goody Two Shoes because you're in the house of the Lord and you have a position. I said,
Yeah.
that doesn't make you any different than me. Because I'll tell you right now, in the Revelation 20:12, you're being written and recorded for what you are acting like towards others, and you're going to be severely judged for your actions.
Yep.
You know, a lot of Christians don't read the book of Revelation because they're afraid because they know what's going to happen to them later.
Yeah, some people who say they believe don't, because if they did, they wouldn't actually do some of the stuff they do, is the way I see it.
People have their own mind made up. They want to act the way they're going to act that way.
Hmm.
And that's bad because, you know, you're putting yourself into judgment on your own. You're not going to be. See, no one has a right to judge anybody for what they look like or what they wear or anything. No one has a right to do that.
That's what I felt like. And plus, when you're poor, somebody says you have to dress up to go to church is stupid. Like, if you can't afford it, you're saying you can't go to church unless you got money, unless you're rich, and that's stupid. God don't care about that.
That's wrong too.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, okay, you have to dress in your Sunday best. What if my holy pants is all I got and that is my Sunday best? Jesus, if you've seen him, he wasn't dressed in the best clothes. That didn't matter to him.
Yeah, that's right.
It's
That's
just
what's wrong.
stupid.
That's what's wrong
So
with
it's like,
church.
whatever.
That's
I
what's
stopped
wrong with
going.
church.
Yep. I stopped going there. Yep. So I
Lucky for
pray
them.
at my own place. I do it where I know that he listens. So, and I
Lucky
don't
for
have to
them.
go through third party people like those guys to do it.
Lucky I never had a run-in with them. They would never forget me ever again.
Yeah. Yeah. It's my family's church. It's pretty sad. I won't even go there.
I had a run-in with church in my family church too. You know, I had a run-in with a few people, and believe me, did I
Yeah.
have a run-in with them? Or did I tell them a thing or two?
Yeah, not me. I was nice back then. I just left and let them be the way they want to be. Even though there's one, I love the architecture of church. I love the way that the books smell. Like if you ever took that hymn book out and smelled it, oh my God, it's beautiful. The pews, I actually like the pews, and they do hurt your butt. I know it's uncomfortable, but I like them. I like everything about the church except for some of the people can be real buttholes.
Mm-hmm.
But I'd love to go there, take pictures, like the stained glass, the architecture, the feeling there, the beautiful music, how well you can sing. All of it is great, except for some of the people ruin it. But everything else is beautiful.
They'll be judged for what they do.
Yep.
Oh,
Yeah,
Yeah,
someday when I go
kinda-
around the country, I'd like to take pictures of churches.
what kind of church your family got?
Baptist.
Baptist? Okay.
Yeah, they're very strict
Really? Damn, wow.
around here.
I thought most of, well, what side of the family that's on?
That's on my Irish Indian side.
Okay, because I know the Irish, Italians, French. That's
Usually
big
Catholic, ain't it?
Yeah, okay. I'm Catholic.
Catholic, I hear, is a strict religion, but the Baptist a more judgy religion, I guess I'd say.
Not down here. Catholics so relaxed, it's you wouldn't recognize it. If you were
Oh,
born up
really?
there Catholic, yeah, we it's not really unorthodox because you got unorthodox and
Oh, yeah.
orthodox. You know, like the people of David. You know, Jewish people. They Christians. Okay, they're not
Yeah.
Catholic, but it's you know, well, it's a religion, but you know, it's Christian. But then the Catholics, well, to to me the religion that was in the Bible were Christian religion. You know, there was
Yeah.
no Pentecostal, nothing like that.
Yeah.
There wasn't Catholics then. The Catholics spun off of that.
Yeah.
Later, Catholics one of the oldest religions in the world.
The kind
Yeah.
of Christians that they're in the Bible are born again Christians, like myself.
Yeah, right, Christians. Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
just don't
But
like
I'm a Christian, but I'm a Catholic. But
Mhm.
I'm a Christian because I believe in God, and a higher power, and
Right.
and Jesus. There's the Son of God, Jesus. So yeah, and anybody that believes in God and Jesus is a Christian. In a way, and then it depends on what religion you are. Then
Yeah.
that's what your title as. But yeah, no, the Catholic religion, man, we go out to dances, French dances, that was once a week, drink a couple of beers, stuff like that. But we worked hard all week and then we had a break on the weekend,
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, the reason why they down here it's strict is I don't know up if where you are if it's the same, but where I live, if you're Catholic, you have to literally get the permission from the Catholic priest to get married. If he says no, you can't get married, no matter what.
yeah, you
Even
have
if
to, if
like,
you go through the church, yeah, you
hmm,
with the priest, and then the
yeah,
baptism. See, I wasn't married in the church, so when I baptized my little boy, we had to do this and that and the other, because we didn't get
mm,
married in the Catholic Church, but we had
I'm
to
not
take a
Catholic,
few
so
classes and stuff like that. And then I got him baptized, because that's how the Catholics are. You get baptized as a baby.
yeah,
mhm.
You
yeah,
don't. It's the Baptist. You baptize when you're aware, like say if you're a
yeah,
teenager, okay, I want to be baptized, yeah, boom,
All right,
and then they dip you in the water and all that.
let me ask you
yeah,
a
yeah,
question.
yeah.
How
Hmm.
old was Jesus when he was baptized by John the Baptist?
Jesus was, yeah, John the Baptist, yeah,
How old was he?
John the Baptist.
No, Jesus. How old was he when he was born again by
Oh, it
John?
was about a year before he was crucified.
He was
So
30
I want to
years
say
old.
in his 20s or
No, he was 30. 30 years old when he was baptized.
how much?
30 years old.
Yeah,
30
I was
years
saying,
old.
28 or something like that.
No, 30. Not 28, 30.
Yeah, I know, but I was in the zone,
In the realm of yeah,
Yeah, I
I
was
see what you're saying.
28 to 31, something like that.
Don't ask
Because
me. I wouldn't even have an answer for that. I didn't even know that.
well, Jesus
I
died
think
at
it's
a
fine
young
now.
age, like 34, 35. Jesus died at a
But
young age. It says that in the Bible.
but remember, he didn't die for nothing. He died for us.
He died for
Yep.
our sins, yeah. Oh, Johnny, can you stir that real quick?
I preach it, what I know, Crystal. I know all about the scripture. I know the whole Bible from back and front cover. I know the whole thing.
Yeah, I know some, but I don't know all, and I definitely wouldn't know that. It's funny, my son Damien, he likes knowledge. He has every Bible that was ever written about anything, like every religion, like except for like obviously not the bad one, like the bad Black Bible, that's bad stuff. But I'm talking like he has the Jewish Bible, he has like the Old Testament, he has everything because he wanted to know it all. He likes to read stuff, so he's been reading that stuff. Man, he probably knows more than I do.
Mm. I got all kinds of Bibles. So I even got Bible CDs. I got concordances. I got the stuff that Pastor has. And
Oh yeah.
now, what is that about? You know what happens to
What?
me in this room, Crystal?
What?
I get people messing with the bottles in my room. I'm not kidding you. I just
Huh?
I have spirits in here like to mess around. I'm saying, get out of here. Damn, darn stupid fool.
Oh, I
I
didn't
want to be heard.
Yeah, see,
Well, I'm in here. I want people to hear my noise.
Right? I was wondering what was going on.
You hear it?
Yeah, I heard something weird.
See, now I told you. Now, did I make it? Did I make an example to show that you hear that?
Yeah. That was like, wow.
No more of that over there. Leave things alone.
Yeah, that's crazy. Sometimes that stuff happens. Like my mom, I don't know what it is about her. She swears that my dad or my germ that I call my dad. I called him Germ. He was her boyfriend that I kind of adopted as my dad. Anyway, he died, and she swore he was throwing stuff at my ex. Like my ex would come around and the glasses and stuff would shoot off the wall and try to hit him in the side of the head and stuff. Like whoever it was did not like my ex. My mom's like, "Oh, it's Jim. Yep, he's mad again." And Eric could be like, "What the hell? What happened? Why is it happening to me?" It's like, it couldn't happen to a better person. Too bad he missed your head.
They like to let you know they're here with me. They like to know that they're here with me.
Yeah.
They'll make noise and make sure you hear them. They like attention.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, and he didn't like that guy. Like my germ didn't like Eric, so he would have thrown something at him. I don't think he would have missed though if he really wanted to hit him. So he was. My germ was usually not sober, so I don't know what he's doing. He should be okay now. Should have had better aim.
I would laugh if I see that. I'd sit back and laugh. I would.
It happened a few times. Like I don't know what it is, but he did not like that guy.
I can imagine.
Yeah, no ghost like him. Everywhere he went, he kept saying somebody was touching him or doing something, and they were freaking him out. I'm like, I don't know. I never felt nothing. He was so scared he wouldn't go through the house without turning every light on every time, and then leaving them on. It's like, what are you scared of the dark? There's nothing in the dark that isn't in the light.
Maybe he has abilities and don't know it. People do have abilities that they know nothing about.
Yeah, he used to think he had abilities. He thought he could control like if he got mad, he thought he can control oh look, my music messed up. It's because I'm mad and my brain is messing with it or something.
I'm not scared of the dark at all. I ain't scared of. I'm scared of what's in the dark.
Yeah. I mean, out here I am because there's bears and stuff out here. I'm not joking. We saw a moose. I have a moose on video. Unfortunately, it's so fuzzy, but it walked right across the street and we saw it and we stopped and we watched it because I ain't getting close to that. I know they'll attack your car if they get scared. So I waited for it to cross the street. It was a big moose. And then it went down behind somebody's fence and then I went over there and recorded it. I was like, whoa, that was a big moose, but it got all fuzzy. So
when you're an 18-wheeler driver, you never blow your big air horn on the truck, the big one, not the highway horn on the steering wheel, the big air horn. Never blow that at a moose. If he's in the highway or the road or whatever, and if he's in a rut, and you can tell, man, their necks all swole up and all that, full of testosterone and hormones and all that. Never blow your horn at a moose because he will destroy the front end of that 18-wheeler.
Oh yeah.
He'll ram it with them horns, and he'll tear the hood off. The hood's fiberglass, and all its straps holding it. That's it. And then he'll get the radiator and all that. Oh man, a moose will destroy the front end of the 18-wheeler. Because of that horn, they in a rut.
Oh yeah. Yep, they want to fight. They're just feeling like they want to fight anyway, so you don't mess with those guys.
And that's for domain,
Yep. Yeah, well, if you think you're making more noise than them, you're going to be sorry. Let me tell you, I had a deer scare me out here tonight. I never heard a deer scream like a woman before. What? I've heard it on Polar Express, but I never heard it in the dark out here, and it sounded like a girl screaming, and then something else
really
screamed back.
Elk? So it wasn't an elk?
I don't know what it was, but it made a girl scream like a girl high pitch, like ah, and then this other one like
elk,
I was like, what the heck was?
And a black panther,
We also have wolves or something around here because dogs are coy dogs, and I don't know if they make wolf noises, but you can hear them like everywhere. What is that?
About a coyote mixed with a dog.
Oh yeah, I saw a coyote down here. It almost got a baby deer, but I cut it off before it did. The deer got across the baby deer, but the coyote was on the other side and it ran the other way. Thank God that poor little baby deer, it was going to get it. It was going to eat it. And I didn't know it was a coyote at first. I was like, what the heck is that? My son's like, it's a fox. I was like, that ain't no fox. I've seen a fox. That's not a fox. That is some weird thing, and I ain't a dog either. Ooh, that was weird. And then I saw a picture because somebody else saw it. I was like, that's what we saw. A coyote. I've never seen one before around here.
Careful with those.
No, I don't mess with none of them, but I was in a car, and they ain't gonna mess with the car, because I know a coyote ain't gonna do crap with my car. That thing weren't that big, and I would have ran it over if it would have came after my car. Like, sorry. Okay, I was just breaking up the fight. I didn't even know what was happening until it was right there, but I'm not gonna see a poor little innocent deer getting torn apart in front of me, and it was going towards a little children's center, a little daycare. Like, I want them running that way. Like, kids don't need to see that kind of horrible carnage.
Right.
Right.
Oh, Bambi's getting eaten. My help. No. I'm glad it happened the way it did, and that thing took off the other way. Huh.
Mm.
But yeah, we see some weird things on this road. I swear, there's too many wildlife here. Everything is wildlife in my, like, everywhere. I swear,
wow.
we were going down the road and there's a baby calf in the road. And it won't get out of the road and it won't come to me, but it just keeps walking in front of my car, but it won't, like, get out of my way, so I can't go by it. I can't get it. So I had to, like, go real slow behind it until it would just run off. I got to my yard and said, okay, buddy, I don't know what to tell you, but I'm not going after you. You won't come to me. I don't know whose you are, so I put it out on Facebook. There was a calf up here running around loose. Somebody lost it, and then if anybody knows whose it is, please tell them it's on the road. Go get it. Like, it won't come to me.
Hope the
It was such a
coyote-
cute little thing.
Just hope the
Yeah,
coyote
yeah.
don't get it and eat it.
Yeah, I hope not, but it weren't mine, and I couldn't get it to come to me, so there really was nothing I could do. I tried like heck. I even tried getting out of the car. Nope, it didn't want to come to me. I'm like, huh, well, I don't know what to do about it.
Oh, gee.
All I could do is put it on Facebook, and I even sent the video out there so people would see it. But hey, it was a crazy ride. That took me like a long time to get home.
Must have got out of the fence somehow and escaped. You know, realize it's missing until it's too late. When it's
Yep.
time to find it or
Yeah, it was
something.
sad. It was a cute little thing. I would like to help it, but I don't have no rope. I can't wrangle a cow, not even a calf. I can't. I'm
Wow.
not good at that. So
Hey.
yeah, that was crazy.
How you doing, Collins?
Hey, Adventure. Collins.
Hey Collins, how's it going? I don't see like the words, so I'm looking on my tablet and the words ain't here, so I can't see what anybody's saying.
Let's see if this works. Does that work?
Yep, that works. Nice. Hey Adventure. Collins, yeah, Collins.
I told you you're gonna be around on my stream. You're gonna learn names there, Crystal.
Definitely. The only thing is, when I knew what it was, because I'm like, I think Adventure's Colin, right? Or whatever. But then I'm like, I don't know how to spell it. And I don't want to spell colon and accidentally mess up his name, or I don't know how to spell it. So I'm like, ugh.
I would say Collin.
Yeah.
I was thinking 2 L's.
Yep.
I was thinking that, but I was like, what if I spell it wrong? Now I'm going to look stupid. I'm not good at spelling, okay?
Finally off work now. Yeah, he's home now. He's out working now.
Nice.
Finally off work.
Time to relax after work, you know?
Yeah.
It's just crazy how the world is.
Definitely. Yep.
Crazy.
He said correct, so it's 2 L's.
Yep.
Oh, cool. Nice. Hopefully I can remember Collin.
I-N.
Okay. That way next time I try to say it, because I was like, it ain't Colon. Know that.
Lilins. Collins. So F's at the end.
Collins.
Yeah.
Okay.
I know some Collins. That's a family name around Grosset by Blue area. That's to the east of me a little bit. I know some Collins from over there.
Wow. Did he say he worked for 12 hours?
Yes.
Yeah.
Holy moly. Wow. You really need a break there. You need a definite rest, man. You earned it. Holy. That's a long time to be working in one day.
Oh, he said no S.
Okay.
No less. Just Colin. Okay.
Yeah. So that would be a first name,
All right. Cool.
because with an S, it would be a family name, a surname.
Yeah. Collins. Yep. Would be like, the house name or something. Like would be Weber's.
Yeah.
We're on here for 2 hours. Yeah.
2 hours. Well, that's cool.
2011. Yeah, 2012 right now. But anyway, supper's ready, or ain't but a couple minutes left till it's ready. So I'm gonna jump out of here, and me and Johnny's gonna eat.
Okay, so
Yeah,
go
I'm probably gotta jump out too. I gotta make some yum yum.
I gotta get off of here, so I'll
All right.
tell see everybody tomorrow.
Good
All
seeing
right, see
all
y'all
y'all.
guys later.
And as always, love, peace, and crackling grease. We'll catch y'all later. Polita.
Bye.
All right, so I'm gonna get the national anthem on here, and we're gonna end this calling. So I'll see you tomorrow again, and go take a long rest because you need it. 12 hours is a long day. And I'll see everybody tomorrow on Custom Screen Printing. Everybody have a great night, and I'm gonna play the national anthem now. So I'll see everybody tomorrow. Let me see. I'll type this in right now. Everybody have a good night now, and God bless. We're gonna have a good night now. Let's have everybody have a good night. Bye. And here comes the national anthem.